Okay, and then once we have a supportive classroom environment established, then you can really start to focus on how you really want to integrate SEL into your academic instruction. So, first we have foster an academic mindset. But this is really, it's pretty simple. It's just helping the students to see themselves as learners and that learning is exciting and that are contributors to their own learning, and that they have some power with that. And then align SEL and academic objectives. Again, this is just looking at your lesson plans, seeing what already you have to teach, and then finding ways to embed SEL content within there. And so it's not adding a whole lot to your to what you're doing. You're just already tweaking, or you're just tweaking what you already are teaching the students. And then you want to make sure that it's interactive and engaging and fun for the students, because when it is and their emotions are a part of it, those exciting emotions, they're more likely to remember and to be engaged and motivated to participate. And then it's really important to elevate student voice. As we've mentioned, can be opportunities that every student gets to be a leader, a problem solver, and a decision maker. They all get to express themselves. And then, so like I said, it really is just looking at what you're already doing and then finding ways to incorporate SEL into that existing framework.
So incorporating SEL into academics looks like asking students to explain their thinking and to provide evidence. Oftentimes as teachers, we are trying to just make sure that we're getting through the curriculum and getting kids through to the tests and to show what they know, but we don't know how they are coming up with their ideas or coming up with their knowledge. So it's really important to question, how did you get your answer? Can you provide ways that you can give us some evidence to show what you know? And then also as a teacher, I don't know if you do this, but I do this all the time, is not letting students actually experience the productive struggle. We want to jump in and we want to just explain to them why it's the right answer, what they need to do to come up with the right answer, but we're not actually letting them get to it on their own. So the productive struggle is really important. And as a part of SEL, we want to be there for students so that they know that we're constantly supporting them academically, but providing them questions, asking them, what could you do instead? What do you think works best? So that they are able to get to the answer on their own and really be able to acknowledge that they're capable of hard things. It's also important when integrating SEL into academic instruction that you're providing students with examples of high quality work. So what you expect their work to look like. And with that, it's easy to show this is a paper that is receiving a grade of 100%. But on the other hand, on the other side of that, you really want to show a non-example. Like, what does work look like that's not receiving 100? So then students really know where their work will fall within that range. And you always want to ensure that you're using specific feedback. And expressing a genuine interest in student thinking is also really important. And that can be tied into using specific feedback. So instead of just saying, good job, or I like what you did, really diving in and telling the student why you're impressed with them. You can even talk about, wow, that question was really hard for you, but I saw that you stuck with it and you figured it out on your own. That was really impressive. Great job. I'm proud of you. And again, that just shows students that if they stick with academics, and especially an academic task that is challenging for them, they will have positive outcomes. They can do it. And then again, this is probably the hardest part of being a kid, is knowing how to respond when you make a mistake. And like anything, it's our job as an educator to set examples and also model classroom norms and clear norms about how you should respond when you make a mistake. So we need to teach these kids that it's okay to make a mistake, and this is what you do, and this is how you overcome it. So this video that I'm going to show is a really awesome example of how this teacher incorporates SEL practices. She's really looking to teach students social awareness and self-management and how to effectively accept and give feedback to their classmates. So I think what's so great about this example is that the teacher is explicitly telling the students what she expects within this feedback session. And she's also providing students an opportunity to have their voices be heard, to talk in front of their peers, and they're explaining and providing evidence about why they feel the way they feel. So I just think this is a really amazing way to embed SEL into academics.